Yes. Mm.
I think I just lost Lisa Left.
Okay.
She disappeared. Oh, here's Michael.
Great.
I just let in Michael. The only one we're missing now is Sharon.
Yeah, all sorry about that.
That's okay.
We're just waiting for Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, give it a minute.
I'm going to reach out to her.
Okay.
Oh, I see her there. Hold on.
Great. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just promoted her, so you should be good to go.
Perfect.
Sorry, guys. I hopped on the wrong link.
Yeah, there are many links.
I'm like,
Uh,
why am I the only one here? This is not good.
and many more to come.
Yes.
Well, thanks, everybody. It's Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. It's 5:33 in the afternoon. This is a Weston Board of Education special meeting. The first item on the agenda is a call to order and a verification of the quorum. We have that. The next item on the agenda is a discussion and an action of the appointment of an acting superintendent of schools. And I think before I begin, for those that are listening, for the public that's listening, the board has been quite active in searching for an acting superintendent of schools, given the events that have taken place over the last week. And I think it's fair to say the unfortunate events that have happened over the last week. That being said, we have interviewed candidates for the position. It's an important position. This individual will be in an acting role as we determine who the next superintendent of schools is for our town. We have hired, and they are been actively engaged in a search for a superintendent. We are having our first update on that on Thursday evening. There are a number of applicants that will be reviewed, and we will hope that that individual, whomever it may be, will be in place in June, maybe at the latest July. It all depends on what their contracts say at the school systems that they're currently employed. So we had a long meeting yesterday evening, almost 4 hours, maybe a little bit over 4 hours, where we discussed amongst ourselves what we were looking for in a superintendent, met with and discussed with each of the potential individuals, and we came up with the individual we think is best to oversee the school system over the next 3 or 4 months. It was a very fruitful discussion. And we're at a point now where we would like to appoint that individual and go forward and make that public to the community. So the first item is a resolution. I will read it. And then if someone can second it, or if there are questions, certainly, please ask them. And the resolution is, be it resolved that, subject to the approval of the Commissioner of Education for the state of Connecticut, in accordance with Section 10-157 of the Connecticut General Statutes, the board appoints Ms. Deborah Lowe as acting superintendent of schools on a short-term basis effective March 28th, that's this Friday, and continuing through the earlier of June 30th, 2025, or such time as an interim superintendent of schools or a new superintendent of schools commences employment. And can I have a second to that motion?
I second.
Thank you.
I second.
I think it's best if we just all vote individually. I'll look at my screen where people are. Chad? David?
Aye, unmuted. Aye, yes.
Okay, David?
Yes.
Peter?
Aye.
Michael?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sharon?
Yes.
Terrific. Well, and I vote yes as well. So it's unanimous. So just let me read a statement, which will tell you who Deborah Lowe is. And this statement will be sent out to the public. Last week, we informed you that Superintendent Barbiero is on a medical leave of absence for the remainder of the school year and will be retiring in June. We are pleased to announce the unanimous appointment of Deborah Lowe as acting superintendent effective March 28th through June 30 as we continue our search for a new superintendent. We are extremely fortunate to have Ms. Lowe join our school district's excellent leadership team during the important transition period. In addition to being a Weston resident since 2022, Ms. Lowe's experience as an educational leader in Connecticut and specifically Fairfield County runs deep. Ms. Lowe served as the superintendent of schools for Ridgefield Public Schools from 2007 until her retirement in 2015. Prior to that, Ms. Lowe held multiple administrative positions in the Weston Public Schools beginning in 1987 and 2007, including serving as principal of Wilton High School from 1998 to 2004, and assistant superintendent for the Wilton Public Schools from 2004 to 2007. In 2017, Ms. Lowe was elected to the Wilton Board of Education and served as board chair from 2019 until she moved to Weston in 2022. Ms. Lowe is highly respected in her field and has served on the executive board of the Connecticut Association of Public School Superintendents and as president of the Southern Fairfield County Superintendent Group of the Connecticut Association of Public School Superintendents. Any comments or questions about this from the board? Terrific. The next item on the agenda is a discussion and an action to authorize the board chairman to finalize and execute an agreement regarding the active superintendent. And the motion is, be it resolved that the board authorizes board chairman Stephen Ezzies and board member David Felton to negotiate and execute an agreement, including but not limited to appropriate compensation regarding Ms. Lowe's service as acting superintendent of schools. Do I have a second to that motion?
I'll second.
I'll second it.
Terrific. I think we should vote again. This is a very important position we're filling. And if we just do it verbally, Chad,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Peter,
Yes.
Lisa,
Yes.
Yes.
and Sharon.
Yes.
And I'm a yes as well, so it's unanimous. Unless anyone has any other comments or questions, we are very lucky to have attracted Debbie Lowe to be our acting superintendent of schools, and she will start on Friday. Where she will meet the members of the administration, and she will be with Tina, visiting each of the schools and getting to know them. And she'll be, she'll be the captain of the ship until we find another, a replacement for Lisa, which will be difficult. But it is well along the way, and we're learning a lot more on late Thursday afternoon. Any comments from any of the members?
No.
Jessica, is there anything I've missed?
Nope.
Terrific.
Steve, if there's anything that we as board members can do, obviously to help Debbie become as successful as possible over the next few months, don't hesitate to tap us and let us know what we can do to help.
Well, I think the best thing to do is we need to arrange a meeting for all of us to meet Debbie in person. We'll do that as quickly as possible. When Jessica and I spoke with Debbie this morning, and I asked her, when she can start, Friday morning, and she's ready to go. And we've reached out to Tina and Tracy to make them aware of the decision, and they are both incredibly supportive and ready to do whatever is necessary to get Debbie involved in the Weston school system, and they are all on board with this. So I think it's been I'd like to use the term long, but in reality, it's been a very short period of time since we learned that Lisa was going on an extended medical leave. In a very short period of time, with all of your participation, I think we've come to a great decision to have Debbie join the school system as we transition to our new superintendent. And so with that, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I so move.
Okay, great. Second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Terrific. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
night.
Steve, for everything you're doing.
And you too, Jessica.
Okay.
Thanks.
And you too, Jessica.
Yeah.
And Dave.